Well, hello there, everyone. Are you getting ready for the Florida Christian Writers Conference? Because we are actually running out of things to talk about, which is a good thing. But let's talk about this for right now. My name is Eva Marie Everson. I'm the director of Florida Christian Writers Conference, and my favorite sidekick is here.
I'm Taryn Souders, and I am the co-director of the Florida Christian Writers Conference.
She is. And we've been working this morning, getting some things wrapped up. We're soon going to be making the packets for you guys. Going to have lots of goodies inside, et cetera, et cetera. We're excited about that. But we do want to talk about 2 or 3 things this morning, or this afternoon, or this evening, whatever time of the day it is for you. And it's morning for us. And we want to talk about the photographer that we bring in. We've talked about him before, but we really want to reiterate this again because his schedule fills up rather quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. So the photographer that we've been bringing in for several years now.
Yeah.
Yes, his name is Malcolm Yon, and he's absolutely fantastic. He's a dream to work with. He's so fun. He makes everyone feel like they are, I don't know, Vanna White.
A supermodel, really.
Yeah, I mean, like you just look, you're gorgeous. You're gorgeous no matter what. Guys are handsome.
Like he really does.
If you're nervous about, I really just don't like having my picture taken. That's okay. He's going to put you at ease, and you do need to have a professional headshot because it's obvious when it's not. I mean, I've visited websites where you can tell, like, that's a Polaroid
or whatever. Yeah.
Like someone's, kid took it. And you could be a fantastic writer and have a fantastic book, but if this is something that you're handing out on a business card or even on a one sheet or something like that, it's actually going to impact how your written work is viewed.
Yes, absolutely. And he really does do great work. Like you said, we want you to go to our website, word-weavers.com/Florida events, go to faculty, look under vendors. That's where you'll find Malcolm. And he is a photographer. You will book directly with him. You will pay him directly. And on that note, my gracious, is he inexpensive? This is a world-class photographer. He has gone all over the world to take photographs and been in really high demand, but he's right there in Mount Dora. Someone who was with us many years ago, knew him personally, brought him in, and the rest, as they say, was history. We just love Malcolm so much. Look forward to him being there. He's only there on Fridays and Saturdays. And like I said, he books up pretty quickly. So you will bring with you a flash drive, and he will put all the photographs on that flash drive. And then whichever one you pick out, he will then, doctor it up just a little bit, like if there's a blemish you want to disappear, or whitening of the teeth, or
make his teeth a little wrinkles, hair a little shinier.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever you need, he'll do that for you. And then you have the rights to all of those pictures, which is just pretty phenomenal that he does that for the little tiny amount that he does it for. So, and it is really, it's like a 15-20 minute experience. And it is a lot of fun.
It is. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. It is. It really, I mean, like he'll just say, oh, that is gorgeous. That is beautiful. Oh, that's it right there, Eva. That's it right there. Or Taryn, or whatever your name is. Yeah. And you're like, oh my gosh, this must be like what?
I missed my calling. I should have been a model. Yeah, he'll definitely put you at ease. So don't worry.
Oh, yes, he will. And then it's like I said, it's just a lot. He's just a lot of fun to work with. And if you really twist his arm, he'll show you photos of his grandkids because he's pretty proud of that.
He is.
Yeah.
And then you can use these photos for social media. You can use them. Let's say you are offered a book contract. They're going to want a headshot because sometimes they put those pictures on the back of a book or wherever. So you're going to get a lot.
You'll use it all over. Yeah. And one of the things I learned years ago, and I did it without thinking, but I unpurposefully, but it looked like it was purposeful. I was using the same photo in my cover shots in all of my social media. And I had someone at a conference say, Eva Marie Everson does this right. You recognize this is her because of that one shot that you see over and over and over again. And if you go to like my personal Facebook page, Twitter page, whatever page, Instagram, whatever, it's the same shot of my face as my, that shot. And that's a Malcolm. That's a Malcolm shot. And he is just, he somehow manages to find what your personality is and go for that. He gets you to go there. And so every shot is, you can tell it's an individual thing.
Right. And on that note, I'm so glad you mentioned that, because there are some of you out there who say, oh, well, I have a professional shot. I did glamour shots in 1987. Like, please do not use a dated photograph. No. I have known people that have older photographs, and it does not look like them anymore, because sadly we all age. And so,
we do, sadly. Yeah. So Taryn's like 20 years behind me, but sadly she will catch up.
Like, if you haven't updated a headshot within the last 5 years,
for sure,
you need to do that.
You definitely need to. I mean, I try at least every 2 to 3 years. And again, I mean, you mentioned that, Taryn, there was someone who used to be in the circuit, as we call it, the circus, maybe, but in the Christian Writers Conference circuit, who never, ever, ever changed her photo. And I mean, it was like 20, 30 years old.
Yes.
And anytime I looked at that picture, I'm like, that is not her. But
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. It's like, so of course, I was at a conference last year. We were in the dining room, and this person came and sat next to me, and she said, you actually look like your picture. And I thought, that's the thing. People are looking and they're like, okay, I'm looking at this picture, and now I'm at the conference. I don't know this person, but I would like to meet them. I would like to have a meal with them, whatever, because they're faculty. And so then they're looking and they can't spot you because your picture is so old. So, that's for faculty, of course, but you will want to one day have that professional shot on your business cards, on your stationery letterhead, whatever, at all your different sites, etc. You want that recognition. You want people to know who you are. So enough about Malcolm. Let's talk about the really fun thing.
Talk about the massage. So we bring in 2 massage therapists. Their names are Leslie and Kristen, and they just do some wonderful work. It's a chair massage, so don't worry. You're not like having to.
You're not stripped naked under a sheet.
It's a chair massage. This is like what you would see in the airport, honestly. And you just kind of sit in this chair, and they just work out those knots in your shoulders and your neck, and it just is so refreshing and relaxing and highly affordable. It's $15.
It's $1 a minute.
Yes. Do it.
Oh, so worth it. Because I know for us, I mean, we're like, Taryn and I are always the first ones to book these appointments. And that's because, we are, we're hauling stuff in, et cetera. And then for anybody, if you fly in, if you drive in, if you are sleeping, in a strange bed, so to speak, it's just, it's hard. And then if you're hauling your laptop around, or books, or purchases from the FCWC bookstore, whatever, your shoulders, your arms, your lower back, it's going to take some strain. And so this is just a really nice little gift that we do for you. I always said years ago, if I'm ever the director of a writers conference, I'm going to bring in a massage therapist. And as soon as I became the director, I started looking for the massage therapist. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
So definitely do that.
What else we want to talk about, Taryn?
I want to talk about the contest. Again, we're getting more and more entries. So thank you, everyone who has entered. This is so far, everyone's done it correctly on my end. You guys email me your submissions, and then I send those out to judges, and then you snail mail your check to Eva. And Eva, has anyone made the check out to you yet?
Not yet. We did have, and somehow or another it did go through. It has to be made out to Word Weavers International, and not FCWC. We did have one person, and I didn't catch it, and it actually did go through. But I will tell you that in the past, it has not gone through. Yeah, they will flag it in a New York minute. So be sure that you make the check payable to Florida Christian Writers Conference, or if you want to make it payable to me.
Do not make it.
I mean, do not. Word Weavers International, not Florida Christian Writers Conference. But if you want to make it payable to me, that's fine. It's just that I will cash it in by a purse. So just keep that in mind.
Yes. And please remember, because when you email them to me, I then email those out to judges. If you are entering multiple categories, please don't send it as one email. You're more than welcome to enter multiple categories, but send me your poetry first, and then send me your article, and then send me your short story, whatever it is, but not all at once, because I'm just going to have to email you back and say, hey, please send these separately.
Yeah.
So, and everyone's done a great job. So thank you. Continue to send those in. September 30th is the deadline for
It's coming up.
to receive your checks and your submissions.
And your submissions, both has got to be in. And I act like, like, oh my gosh, that's a little over a month, but you'd be surprised. It will slip away from you. And do not think that if you get it in under the wire that, oh yeah, that's best for me. It's not. If you're ready, go ahead and send it in. On the note of, of multiple submissions, blah, blah, blah. If you've got multiple submissions, you can just write one check. You don't have to write multiple checks. Just write one check. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And then
all right.
The last thing, Eva, you want to talk about what happens if someone is coming in at a early hour of the morning or late hour in the evening, and everyone's already
okay. Yeah. Let's say you're coming in Tuesday night or Wednesday night. Your flight is coming in somewhat late, or you're driving in and you're not going to be able to get there until later on in the evening. On Tuesday night, our registration is open from 6:30 to 8:30. At 8:30, we start shutting the doors and heading off to bed ourselves. It will have been a very long day for us on Tuesday, so we need to get our rest. But let's say you're not coming in until 9:30, 10 o'clock. You need to let us know that. And what we'll do is if you will just email us and say, I'm not going to get there until later, we will give you some instructions on what to do. But we definitely need to know that you are not coming in until later, so that we can get your key to you and have it at a specific place, and just ready for you to take to your room, or take it, make sure we'll have it at your room, etc. Don't worry about, oh, I don't know the layout of the land. We will help you with that. Again, don't worry, we've dealt with this before, and we just need to know that you are coming in later. Now that's Tuesday night. Wednesday, I think about by 9 o'clock, I think we're pretty much shutting down, somewhere around there. Yeah. Okay. So about the same time on Wednesday night as well. Again, if you know that you're going to be late, just let us know. You can email us at Florida, spell it out, Florida, CWC @AOL.com. And we will also be sharing phone numbers with you at a later date. So, all right.
I think that was it, right?
I think that's it. That's it for today. We're excited. We can't wait to see you. We got a full house. Again, if you are wanting to come and you're, realizing, oh, they don't have any room there, we can't put you on a wait list. But also we've got a long, what?
Didn't we have one room open up?
We might have one room opening up.
Okay.
We need to talk to Jessica about that.
Okay.
I think we might have a room that's opened up. We will know more, but we also have a long list of hotels in the area where several of you have chosen to stay. Actually, it's because at the hotel you can get your breakfast, and sometimes they have better Wi-Fi.
Definitely.
Yeah. All right.
Somebody who lives in Lake County, they have better Wi-Fi at the hotel.
It's just true. All right. But we do, I know it's a lot of fun to be on campus, and it is more convenient to be on campus, but some of you prefer to be in the hotels, and that's fine. I mean, because like last year, I know we had someone who came and they brought their little dog, and their husband and their little dog. And of course, couldn't have the little dog at the campground, or I don't want to call it a campground. It sounds like primitive.
Conference center.
The conference center. Yes. And so they opted for the hotel, and she just talked about how very comfortable it was. So, whatever you need to do. All right, that's it.
If your dog is a service dog, you can have your dog, yes, but we still need to know about it because we have to let them know. But if you're just bringing your pet, that can't happen.
No, you can't do that. And you know what? I'm so glad you said that, because we do want to, a couple of things, just two more things. One, about the service animals, it does have to be a dog. It cannot be your service snake or your, your service cat. Even we had someone who wanted to bring a cat, and you can't do that, or your service spider. Because Taryn would not allow that. I will not allow the snakes. She will not allow the spiders, and like Yale does not allow the cat. But also on that note, there are a couple of things that Lake Yale as a Baptist Conference Center requires, and that is, or does not allow, I should say. There can be no alcohol on the premises, no cigarette smoking, the legal kind or the illegal kind on the premises. Even if you're a card carrying member of the medical community, you cannot bring that onto the premises. So you're going to need to talk to us about that. If you are a smoker, no judgment here, but you can actually go off the property and smoke. We had someone who did that one year, just stepped right outside those grounds and smoked their cigarettes. So yeah, just be aware of that, and also to be conservative with how you dress. And we'll talk more at another time about how to dress for Florida in October. All right. Yeah. All right. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Yeah, I